Dude, I don't even know how we got funded for a second episode. How are we? We're live. Hey, welcome to GTN. This is God's Truth Network. I'm your host, Gabriel, and you're watching Bible News. Thank you for tuning in. This is an exciting day. We have an interview with Abraham later on, but to start off, I know a guy, and his name is Noah. Pun! It's really cool. God told Noah to build an ark and bring two of every kind of animal. I'm talking from an ant to an armadillo to an elephant, a plethora of animals, as well as bringing his family. He has 3 kids, Ham, Shem, and Shapet, if that's how you pronounce it. So we have Michael, the weather pre/forecaster, to give us a little bit more of an update on this flood. Michael. Yeah, so basically all of this became water, and for 40 days and 40 nights, and then afterward he made a promise with a rainbow that he would never flood the whole earth again. That was well spoken with the few words that they were. Yes, Noah was brought back to land after 40 days and 40 nights. They released the animals, and they all were able to walk outside and see the beautiful life after the waters had receded. Now, later on, after Shem, Ham, and Japheth, them and their wives, they started to repopulate the earth. And later on, Abraham came along, who now I was able to interview, and we're about to see how that interview went with Abraham. There's going to be a lot of wisdom, so please make sure you're listening. Abraham, thank you so much for coming. It is a pleasure to have you here on the show. We're just going to ask you a couple of questions and get right to it. We love to hear the knowledge that's on your mind.
Yes, thank you very much. I'm glad to share whatever I can share.
Yeah, so first question. So God said, and I quote, "I will make your offspring like the dust and of the earth, so that if anyone could count the dust, then your offspring could be counted." Did you ever count the dust, and how far did you get?
Let me see here. I counted ones, twos, there's threes, 5, 6, 7. Probably 192. It was a lot. I can never count all of it. There was just too much.
I don't think I would have gotten very far either. Next question. How old were you when you had your first child?
Well, when I had my first child, I was 86 years old, and his name was Ishmael.
Are you serious? 86? And what about your second?
My second child was, I was 100 years old. Can you believe that?
100. I could barely have a kid at 28. Then again, I'm an angel. We don't have kids.
Yeah. I don't know what to tell you about that. I'm sorry.
I'm just going to go to the next question. It seems that in your 99th year of your life, a lot happened. Can you elaborate and tell us what happened during that year, your 99th year?
Yes, the 99th year of my life was a very big year. So starting off, God changed my name. It used to be Abram, now it's Abraham. He added an H and an A. Ha! That's how I see it. It's funny. And then he changed my wife's name from Sarai to Sarah. He took out the I, added an H. I guess he has a thing with H's. And then after that, me and God and I made a covenant with each other. He said that he's going to make me into a great nation. That I'm my offspring, and they will become kings, and they will begin to rule nations. Really? And I thought that was very cool. And then lastly, that's when I first started the circumcision, which God told me to do with every male. I started with myself.
That is amazing. Sounds like a really busy year.
Yeah, 99 problems, but losing faith ain't one. Sarai loves that one. She loves that one.
I don't know how I would have handled all that. God told me to half that stuff. This is going to be a tough question. And I don't mean to bring anything up, but we're all wondering. When God asked you to sacrifice Isaac, how did that make you feel?
Well, I knew that God had never failed me before, so I could trust Him that He would provide the lamb. That's why when we were going up, Isaac and I told the two servants we're both coming back. Now, it was scary the moment I started laying him on the altar. I was a little bit afraid, but I was more afraid to not please God, even though I knew He would provide, because He's always going to provide and never ask us to do anything that we can't handle. So it was scary, but my faith was a lot stronger in God and knowing His character.
Like, you were literally spitting fire. Like, your words are the sacrifice, and God just set a flame to it.
Yeah.
It's that fire. Like, I'm receiving it all. Lastly, we have one more question. After that scary moment, how do you feel about tests?
Well, tests, I see tests as a testimony now. If there's no test, it's hard to get blessed. It's hard to see the beauty if there is no pain. So I see tests as a way to move forward and go on to the next level.
That's great.
The test is waiting for a promotion on the other side, really. That's how I see it.
Well, I'm going to be chewing on that for a while. Thank you so much for coming on the show. Thank you for answering these questions and sharing your experiences. And thank you, everyone. Let's give him a round of applause for being here. That was great.
Well, thank you very much. It's been a pleasure to chat with you, and I hope I was able to help.
Come on, somebody. I don't know about whiz dumb, more like whiz smart. That is an amazing guy. He has so much knowledge going on up here. So thank you for watching our show. Again, if you want more information on what actually happened in the Bible, please open up and read it for yourself. Again, this is Bible News. You're watching God's Truth Network. I'm your host, Gabriel, and we'll hopefully see you next time if we get funny here.